What's going on, everybody? I think we're live right now. I hope we're live. Oh, nice. All right, we're going. What's going on? We are going. How's everybody doing today? So we're going to keep the party going. Do a little live stream here today. Upvoted. Nice. From Watch Cardinal, we got Ari here. How you doing, Ari?
Very good.
Good. Thank you for coming on, man. We got Jubilee here. Upvoted. A lot of upvotes. Thank you, everybody. So, how are we doing today? How are you doing today, Ari? So you're going to be heading to your AD this week, right?
I want to go on Tuesday. I have a day off, and so I'm like, it's my first time since COVID actually going to my AD. So it's been a while.
So you're looking to get a Diet Panda, right?
So here's the thing. I really shouldn't be getting any watches, but of course I'm going to prod my AD and say, like, look, there's a couple watches I'm interested in, and just in case, I'll make it work. If I take a shining to me, I'll get those watches. I mean, look, I walked in like a complete slob to my AD, and I was able to get a Datejust. They offered me Wimbledon dials and all this kind of stuff right then and there. They were really great to me. So
that's amazing. So you're thinking about the white dial, right?
Absolutely. If they had that in stock, I would just buy it right away. Like that or a Batman, I would just pull the trigger on it and just go. That's it.
Just go Batman. Yeah, I think if you're going to go in and you're going to buy, hold on, let me stop this here. If you're going to go into your AD and you're going to purchase a Tudor from them, I think you should go in there with, the intentions of saying, hey, listen, I want to get a Rolex with you guys. Because that's watch number 2 you're buying from them. I think at that point, you've built up enough credence where you could be like, hey.
I still have it. It's 3 years. I haven't sold it. I'm not flipping it.
Exactly. You're showing it. You're showing it. Exactly. So let's see here. Why is it not popping up? Can you see this?
Yeah, I see that. That BB Chrono Panda is just amazing. Yeah, I see it.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, like I know Omegas are generally better, but I like the look of that Tudor better. Yeah, it's a great chronograph to have, I feel like.
I take mild issue with the Speedmaster. I know it's a historical watch and stuff like that, but it doesn't, unless you're getting the Sapphire Sandwich, it doesn't feel premium enough to me. Whereas with the Tudor Chrono, it feels like it should be for the price you pay for it. It feels a little better value for money. I don't know if people agree with me on it, but again, I don't feel the deep historical pull that other people feel for like the Speed. And I know that's wrong. I should care, but I just don't care.
I haven't handled the new Tudor chronograph. I've handled the Black Bays, and the Black Bays do feel premium. You feel like, okay, this is a sturdy, expensive watch.
Yes.
But I will agree with the Speedmaster that they just do not feel that premium in your hand when you're dealing with them. Especially for the new ones that are like $6,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of coin, like that's a lot. Like, unless it's the Sapphire Sandwich looks more premium and I'm sure feels more premium. That's the exception. Aside from that, I wouldn't. None of the rest are interesting.
This is a good one here. Ari, I was at the AD Saturday here in Ontario. They still have the previous generation Speedy for the original price. That's true because before I bought my Wimbledon, I'm trying to pronounce that better. Wimbledon. Before I bought that, I was going to go get the previous generation Speedy again, and I called around, and they were still in stock. So they're still coming in. You can get a 1861 if you call around.
Yeah, I wonder if that's it. You know what? It's just value for money is meh on it. I will say for sure. So I mean, unless I can get on a good price, unless it's well discounted, I won't even consider it. But my AD for my Rolex and Tudor doesn't have Omega. I would have to go elsewhere for that.
Nice. What are we all wearing today, by the way? Let's get a wristwatch check. Ari's got the Datejust. What do you have here, Stefano? Let me see this.
God tier rainbow. Got it the other day. Well, about a week now.
Oh my God. You're actually wearing that around?
Yeah, I wear it. Nico wears the same one on Jelly. I wouldn't wear that, but I wear this.
I have the black version.
Ooh. MTL. What am I supposed to call you, by the way, MTL? Private studio? What do you want to?
You can call me. My first name is Tasso. So like Tasso. It's a
Tasso.
name. Yeah, TASSO. Yeah.
Tasso.
Like 2 minutes. You're right back.
Tasso. Nice. And Tasso, you have what's in your collection? So you have an Air King so far, right?
Yeah, I have an Air King. a couple of Hamiltons, some Casios, you know, like a couple of stuff like that. I have my father's. Daytona.
Oh, nice. Let's get a full view of that.
It's actually from it's like 91 actually.
Is that a Tiffany dial or a Tiffany stamp? No.
No, it's not Tiffany stamp, but like I have both. I have like the two-tone bracelet, and I mean it's just in like immaculate.
Yeah, it's in really good condition.
Yeah, really good condition. And my wife wears it more. And
Yeah.
like, man, actually, man, I really like your new purchase, man. I think that was one that I was thinking. I really wanted the Wimbledon.
Yeah.
The oyster bracelet. I love the smooth bezel. I think it's amazing, man. I think it's a really good watch, man.
It's so funny because I was offered the Air King
that watch
a month ago.
The watch that you like just purchased. I love that fucking watch.
No, I got offered an Air King about a month ago, and it was between that and this, and I just ended up going with the Wimbledon because no offense, your watch is awesome, and I've handled it a few times. It's just a little too top heavy for my wrist. It's a thick boy,
bro. I agree with you. It is, you know, it is like, look, they're different styles, but like,
yeah.
You know, like I wasn't confronted with the option of both. You know, I just decided on one. But like, I love like that would be like I would love to have that in my collection.
Yeah, I think, and we got some more people here. OVO Quam, what's going on here? We got Horology in the house. How's everybody doing?
What's happening, guys?
We're doing good here. We're talking about Tassel's great watch that he has, the Air King. So underrated, I feel like. A lot of people used to kind of shit on it, so to speak, but now it's really, I feel like a lot of people are starting to give it its due, where they're saying that
people used to shit on Datejust, so
they did. A lot of
times have changed.
You're right.
You know,
You're right.
Yeah,
the Datejust was
are
the
valuable.
redheaded stepchild that you had to buy to get a sports watch, and now people are begging to buy a Datejust. I would buy an Air King at retail. You know, I'd two of them. You know, if I could.
You buy two of them just to have
one. Sure.
The Air King is that's one of my favorite watches from Rolex. That's what got me into watches. Period. Was that Air King?
Really?
I like
it's a nice clean.
The green and the yellow. It's like to me, it's like what the Rolex colors. I never saw any other watches have that. So I was like, hey, this is what Rolex represents, is those colors right there, and it popped out to me.
From what I hear with the Air King in particular, it looks better in person because I find for the pictures I'm kind of underwhelmed by it. But I hear for people that have it, it's a beautiful watch.
Very big in Japan.
Yeah.
Very big in Japan.
So how do I pronounce your name? You're new on the OVOCAM. Is that
It's OVO Cam?
Oh, it's Cam. Oh,
yeah.
We both got it wrong. I thought it was cool for a
OVO
second.
It's nice to OVOCAM. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
You too. Nice to meet everybody. Yeah.
You're from the.
I have one.
You're from the Toronto area, I'm assuming.
He's from Atlanta.
No, from Atlanta.
Okay, no, it's just the OVO throws me off.
Yeah, I'm a big Drake fan, so.
Well, it's no worries. Oh yeah, we all
okay.
are. I'm just, you know, it throws me off. I figure you're from Toronto. Yeah.
Bear Clooney said something great here. Air Kings are now selling over retail as well. The day has come.
Yep.
The day has come for them. And I think that's awesome, to be honest with you. Like, you know, I always had the same respect for the Air King. I had an Explorer at one time, and it just did nothing for me. The Air King has more pop to it. It's cool. It's interesting.
It's got a
I've never been a fan of that Explorer.
From my AD
too.
Let's
for
see.
Air King.
Good morning.
Wow.
This
Good
is
for
Anthony
you.
from Mayors at Rolex.
Damn.
Rolex. Were you still interested in Air King? What happened?
Well, it was an 805 number, and I was at school, and he texted me, and my iPhone junked it. So I didn't see it until I went to go text my friend the text, and when I called, it was already gone. I was so pissed.
Damn it.
Can
That's terrible.
I tell you guys a hilarious story about my Submariner? So I was after a Submariner for well over a year, as in calling every week to a number of ADs trying to get a Submariner. I'm at work one day and I have my cell phone and it's like face down and I'm just working. I leave, step outside for like 10 minutes. I come back. I see I got a missed call 5 minutes past. My AD, I called him back. They said, hey, I had your Submariner, but I had to let it go. I missed it by 5 minutes.
Wow.
Jeez. Yeah, that was a terrible story. Oh.
Yeah.
Devastating. Yeah.
And the funny thing
They
after
should
that,
just keep a card on file if you're a sure buyer. You know, they should
Yeah.
just keep it on file and just give an authorization to charge. You know, here, no.
Would you feel comfortable with
money.
that? Just giving your
I
credit
would.
card to random AD and be
Yeah,
like,
for
charge
a
it
sub,
anytime you want. It's cool.
no, I mean for a sub. I mean,
Yeah.
I would pre-authorize. You know, you have my authorization to immediately charge me for a Submariner, whatever configuration when it comes in, and then is available to me. And I promise to pick it up within 30 days because they can't do internet sales or technically. So you'd have to sign something that says I promise to come and pick this watch up within so many days or whatever and sign for it. Absolutely.
The good thing in Canada, they were allowed to ship during COVID.
Oh, cool.
That's the
The only time Rolex allowed to ship during COVID.
They never allowed that in the U.S. Shipping.
Yeah.
They never allowed it.
From Toronto, I paid like 3 or 4 times, $280 from Bloor Street, Ari.
Yeah.
From Royal de Versailles. I bought 4 watches from her in
To
the
ship.
past.
To ship.
Yeah. $280 each pop. I go, I'm spending 20 grand. I'm spending 18,000. I'm spending 30. She goes, those are the rules.
Yeah. Well, the Humberton Jewelers, I asked if they can ship it.
No, they won't.
They won't.
Ferret won't ship. Ferret and Douglas, they won't ship. They're very strict.
We got
Nothing we're
Bubba.
allowed.
We got Bubba Hotep here. Wait till the Air King is discontinued. Everyone will scramble to buy one. Do you think that's true, Stefan? Do you think that's true?
do you think that they will?
Eventually, yes.
I personally think I'll give you 2 reasons why. Okay, and I think there's other reasons why people are speculating why. I think number one, the crown and the logo name it's the only watch that's in the original colors that are branded in the old days. Right?
Yeah.
And then I also think that the whole reason why the dial was made from the whole land speed record, fucking fastest car thingy, it was actually a flop. It was an unsuccessful project.
Yeah.
They would probably want to space themselves from the dial or from the whole project. So it would probably discontinued. I don't know when. I don't care even if it is because I love the watch. I have it. I will never sell it. So I can care less if it's okay. I would love it to be double, tripled in value, but I ain't selling it. So I don't really care.
I feel like that's something that people in the Rolex community look down on when you talk about, oh, this can be worth money. How much is this worth on the secondhand market?
I don't care personally. I'm never selling this watch. I bought it because I like it, and I will never sell it.
I'm not a flipper myself. I generally buy watches.
I'm not
Compare
a
them.
too, but I look at that when I buy something. If I'm spending thousands of dollars on something, I want to know I could get out of it at when I need to.
But it's fine to have that perspective as long as it's not like you're the number one motivation for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
For buying a watch, I don't think.
Those and Chrono here, Domino's Air King F the world. Yeah, big time. They don't do that anymore, right?
for
Domino's
the win. For the win.
Oh, is it for the win?
For the win. Yeah, that's
Can I be
that's
completely honest with you guys?
go for it.
So when I don't know if all of you were on the stream my first time when I explained what I do for a living.
Yeah.
The reason why I got into watches is because there is a lot of danger when you are a full-time trader. So especially when I'm so high up on margin, I can get closed out at any time. So whenever I do go to look for a watch, I know a lot of people look down on like people that are investing or say that they're investing, but I look for a watch that holds its value, because if I get like screwed tomorrow in the markets and I lose all my money, I can go depend on my watches. Not saying that I would buy a watch to sell it next day, but that's like a factor that I always
It's your
look
insurance
for.
policy. It's your
Yeah.
insurance policy. Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
and
That's
there's-
smart.
But
That's smart.
that's fine. I mean, to me, that's fine. It's not like the motivational. Like the only reason you bought it, and even if it is, it's not me to say it's wrong for you to buy the piece. I mean, I just think it has less passion in it. But like, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you don't have any passion in it at all.
Bear has a point here.
Yeah.
Bear has a point here.
I don't.
Here's a good point. He's saying that anyone saying that they don't care about the secondary market value, I have to say I don't buy it. And I agree with him. I think if you're going to be spending this kind of money, you might as well. I mean, you have to look at what it's going to be worth if you try to sell it. That's just how I feel.
I agree. You should be taking that into consideration, but it shouldn't be the first motivational factor of your buy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I gotta like
I
the
think
watch.
that
You
is
know?
fine.
I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of Daytonas 5 years ago, and now I want one. But at the time, I wasn't a fan of Daytonas, and I didn't buy a Daytona. Now I'm kicking myself, for not doing it. But
Do you think that secondary prices will be like a motivator for more people to get into watches instead of being? I know a lot of people are more appreciative of the movements and the design.
I think it already is.
It already is.
I think it already is. I think this is what we're seeing now. And the Bitcoin, the crypto people are affecting prices of a lot of luxury goods. And that and Airbnb. I mean, go and try to buy a nice apartment somewhere in a desirable location right now. Just look, I've been trying, and it's stupid. And then, then there's cars, and then there's Rolexes. And I'm not buying that it's all the used car crap is all about microchips and all that stuff, because nobody needs a new car. You know what I mean? People want what they want. Because let's face it, if you find out there's a shortage of cars because the microchips are on back order or whatever, you're gonna wait to buy that new car. People are buying used cars because they want it and they have the money to buy them. I mean, nobody needs another car. I mean, nobody needs a $15,000 watch. So these are not necessities. So it's already there. People are
These are wants and
buying
desires.
things because they have the money.
Yeah.
Times are good despite a global pandemic. For some people, times are good, and there's volatility in a lot of markets. I mean,
So you've heard
a lot
the
of wealth
phrase.
was created during the pandemic.
You heard a phrase that there's been what they call a K-shaped recovery, where it's really in two directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are doing really well, and other people are really doing very badly, and that's yeah.
Well, we're preparing for the fourth wave now.
Oh yeah.
So what the fourth wave will be the wave of the unvaccinated.
Yes,
That's what that
yes,
fourth wave will be.
Yes.
But
correct.
it's still going to be devastating. It's still going to shut
It
down
will
the
be.
hospitals. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Absolutely, it's going to be bad.
It'll be embarrassing at this
Yeah.
point in time of life and technology that people are still.
Yeah. Without getting into it, but yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's too bad. It's too bad.
So Perth Luxury here saying the whole reason as to why I'm assuming his collection is so Omega heavy is because I don't really care about residuals. I'm buying with the heart, not the head. I mean, sure, Omega makes great watches. If I saw someone with just a pure Omega collection, I'd be like, okay, it's an Omega fan. Nothing wrong with that.
No, there really isn't. I mean, but again, you know what? Bear has a point, and people have a point that you're going to care a little bit. You're going to care a little bit, But I mean, still. But if you look, if Rolex, you just don't care about Rolex, and you love Omega, great, good for you. Congratulations.
Okay,
it's fine.
I'm going to be. I'm still running on the free account here on StreamYard, so I'm going to be filtering people back and forth. So if I throw you backstage, just stay there because I'm going to bring you back. So
no problem.
No worries, brother.
It's all good.
And let's add. We got Meta Certified here, Kurt. What's going on, man?
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, man? I like your background. Look at those photos. What is that?
Thanks. So that's so there's a sub with it's one of those. I think a Blog to Watch does the drawings.
Cool.
It's a sub with waves in it, and then there's the 1016 with the Everest on it. It's kind of cool.
Very cool.
And I got my castle.
That's nice.
Cool, man. What kind of watches are you rocking? What do you got on the wrist?
I got so I was between an Aquaterra and an Oyster Perpetual and Caliber Marco. I mean, watch guard.
Okay. Sure.
I recommended the Oyster Perpetual, so I went with the.
Oh, you're the one who bought it. Oh, you bought the new 41 too. Let's get a better look at that.
Let's see that.
See if I can do it.
Yeah. Just
sucks.
you got to cover your face. You got to cover your face in order to zoom in.
Or you can take it off. You can take it off the wrist.
I can take it off.
And yeah, I did. I learned that recently. I'm like, just take it off.
I'm like a Microsoft. I think
There we
there's
go.
a
That's
little
pretty.
crap in my background.
Very
That's-
cool. Did you
Still
get
You
that?
did that one.
Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Did you get that from David SW?
I did, yeah. Well,
Very
and they ship it so dang fast in the U.S. It's like the thing is already set and still running. You get it.
That's so funny. I've been on the wait list for one of those for a few months now, and my AD blatantly told me, he's like, I don't think you can get it this year.
Yeah,
So,
I was saying in the chat, I live 5 minutes from my AD. I bought 4 or 5 watches from them, and they still look at me like an alien.
what did you
Yeah,
get?
you were saying that in the chat.
Oh.
That's yeah.
What did you get from him?
I got the Datejust 36, the black with the fluted Jubilee, and then I've got a PAM 560, and then at least 1 Tudor and 1 tag. So yeah,
You bought all that and they couldn't get you an OP.
and I'm actually get this the
That's
saleswoman.
ridiculous. Like,
I know this the saleswoman. I'm like really good friends with her son.
And
Like,
she couldn't get you an OP. That is borderline disrespect.
And,
It's
he,
not
and
right.
he spread his wealth across for them where they have higher markups on tags.
Oh, and man, I took a bath on that Pam.
And then
I think honestly, there is a shortage in watches. Production must be down because I know they want to sell someone like Kurt here a good watch.
yeah.
He's a customer, so they want to get him a good watch. So I really find it hard to believe that they wouldn't sell him a blue OP if he asked.
I'm sure the sales lady doesn't disclose that he's friends with their son, or else they would probably cut him off completely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
It's
But
yeah.
she's
true.
just friendly. Hi, how are you, Kurt? Nice to see you. You know, it's not like, you know. Yeah.
This is a great thing here. So Perth is saying I gift bottles of Talisker, Aaron, McAllen, Paul Roger vintage champagne to his AD. I, for some reason, I can't bring myself to do that because it feels so
Fake.
awkward coming in and bringing like I brought you this even though you haven't sold me anything yet. Just
Does it work? That's a genuine question. Does that actually work?
I don't think so because a lot in Canada they won't accept it, Ari.
look here.
Really?
I don't think they care at all.
It's gonna work 50-50. I mean,
50-50, you said?
It's depending the person you're gonna meet. I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't do that. I agree with you guys, but maybe some people it might work. You
And
know?
Don't do it to Humberton. You do it to Humberton.
I didn't do it at all. No, I ain't gonna do it to anybody. That's just not my thing. But like
Gotcha.
it might work with certain people. I'm not gonna
Watch Cardinal said here, 80s don't sell watches to us regular guys. They all go to Bear Clooney. I mean, Jesus, if you've seen his collection, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
The dude has
What's
everything.
that?
Thanks a lot, Bear. Thanks a
Thanks
lot.
a
Makes it like
lot,
that.
man.
So with the fourth wave that was mentioned, what do you think could happen to Rolex production if that fourth wave does hit?
It's just
Well-
it's going to be as bad.
Well, so in Europe, so in Europe, it depends. It depends on where the production is. Where the production's actually happening. And in a lot of the key places in Europe, vaccination levels are pretty high.
Yeah.
So the factories probably won't shut down like they did the last time, where there were no vaccines, so everything had to shut down. So it really depends on where all the parts of those watches are sourced from. If they happen to be sourced from pieces are sourced from a spot in China, let's say, and that factory has to go down because nobody has vaccinations there, then yeah, it'll be a problem. We just don't know, but it will definitely be more localized this time. Again, this is truly going to be the pandemic for the unvaccinated now.
Yeah.
It's truly going to be that. So it really
So-
depends on who's not getting vaccinated.
So my wife is an ER doctor here in
Yes.
Austin, and I don't know if you live in North America, you might have heard this, but Austin is basically out of ICU beds.
Yeah.
And
That's brutal. That's brutal.
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
it turns out most of what they're seeing though is like they call them COVIDiots, like people who come in and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel good," and then the doctor goes, "Well, you got COVID," and they go, "Well,
That doesn't make sense. I don't believe that.
Yeah. They're like, you got to make me feel better." I was like, "Well, there's nothing we can do, so you should go home."
I don't know what to do for you. I wonder, your wife is an ER doctor. Is she hearing any cases of the breakthrough where people who got the vaccine are still getting sick? Is she seeing that?
She has yet to admit one. Like, so, you get admitted, you go to the hospital. She has yet to admit one, but
There you go, people. Get vaccinated. It's as simple as that. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
There's the guy-
And so look, let's remember here, and again, I want to be careful here. There's people with hesitancy and people with
Yes.
concerns and want to bring people into to the fold to understand. So all I'm gonna say, the purpose of the vaccine is not to get to COVID-0. That's never been the purpose of it. Is to get to COVID control. Let's turn COVID into a cold. So you have the COVID vaccine.
Yep.
COVID vaccine. So you have the COVID virus. Who cares? You know, if I test 100 people in a room, I bet you 30 of them will have a flu virus of some kind. Does anyone care? Does anyone freak out? Does stuff shut down? No. Why? Because no one dies from it. It doesn't clog up ICUs. The moment they can control it so that it doesn't clog up ICUs is when we stop caring about this. To get there, the only solution that we have is to get vaccinated. Does that mean does that mean you're never going to get COVID? No. Does it mean you're going to die? Your chance of dying is ridiculously low. You have a greater chance by a factor of 10 of getting hit by lightning at least. So it's not the same thing. And so, getting vaccinated is a good thing. If anybody, if anybody's hesitant, you're welcome to reach out to me even on Instagram. On Instagram, REG_73. I will gladly have a just with you about it.
Yeah. Or just go to Johnson & Johnson if you're scared. It's one and done.
My son got the J&J 6 months ago. Now he's in Europe for vacation.
Hey, we're doing it.
I know somebody in southeastern Ontario that got it twice after they were double vaccinated.
Yeah. Whoa. But again, were they sick? Were they super sick? No.
No, not at all.
No. Sniffles.
Like a common cold. You're right, Ari.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, let's get back to watching. That's enough vaccine.
Sorry about that. And
enough vaccine.
Again, reach out to any of us. Reach out to me if you have questions. Again, you're not in. I'm going to say one more thing, Alex. I apologize. You're not an idiot if you're hesitant about it. All right, but it's about asking questions. That's all that I would ask. Just ask questions.
So let's see here. Let's talk about new watch purchases. Anybody have anything on the horizon? Anybody? Bueller?
Always.
Bueller? Always? What are you thinking about, Kurt?
Oh, no, I'm not. I shouldn't. I always think about it. It's like cars. I'm always looking at them, but nothing really right now. I've got a pretty small collection.
This watch is about a week old, and I'm already looking at Speedmasters again. That's how disgusting this hobby is. I'm over it, dude. It's evil. It's the worst shit. If I won the lottery, I'd probably waste half of it on watches. It's the dumbest thing.
Okay, well, I know I'm probably gonna get some hard, but whatever. But I'm actually. This is probably.
Hold on. Let me pull this.
Yachtmaster 40s.
Those are the
I love that watch, man. I don't know. I go for what I love. I don't really give a shit about if people like it or they don't. Like, I love that watch, man. That's probably my next.
If it speaks to you, it speaks to you, man. Doesn't matter if we like it.
Probably my next piece. I obviously like the discernment. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that is one of the
Starbucks.
And I really do like the Datejust. And if I would get one of the two, I'd either get what Rolex got, and I would either get what REG got because I love the white dial or the Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
And I like the smooth bezel, and I like the fucking Oyster. I think both you guys got fucking great watches there. I think it's just fucking amazing.
I wear this with suits. I wear this casually. It fits with everything. And actually, funny story. When I was picking between watches, the AD had both exactly Lolex's watch and my watch, and I happened to choose mine just because I wanted the white.
You want the classical one?
I wanted the classic. But Lolex's is a fantastic watch too. It's a fantastic watch.
Well, I mean, a Datejust on sorry.
No, please, Kurt, go on.
Yeah, go for it.
A Datejust on an Oyster. I mean, with smooth bezel, it's essentially steel sports. Like, no one wants to say that, but it's a steel sports watch. I mean,
it's a steel sports watch. Let's be real.
True.
And I've banged the crap out of this thing. Like, I bang the crap out of the thing, and it's great.
It's so funny because this watch was not on my radar at all when I was going to pick up a watch. And I think it was maybe in the WhatsApp group where I mentioned, hey, this is what's being offered to me. And it was like, I think it was JJ Marco. I think Ari even jumped in. You were like, are you stupid? Go pick it up. Just go get it.
Yes,
Worst case scenario, you can just get out of it. It's a Rolex. I'm like, that's true. Yeah. And luckily, it's one of those things that just kind of grew on me. I didn't even realize it, but it's exactly my style. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Sporty, Oyster band. The Wimbledon dial just kicks it up. It's perfect. The only thing I will say, though, the 9 o'clock here, I wish they just kept with the green numerals.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that everybody hates.
They were trying to create symmetry with the date. That's why they did that.
It has a little quirky vibe. Like, people either love or hate it. But
yeah.
I actually love it. I love the one tick. Like, look, I understand, like, maybe, like, different perception. You might not like it as much, but I think that's just like one part that I like about it. It's kind of a little like, I don't know, it's like off center. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think some people get bothered by the fact that it looks like they really tried to create symmetry and they missed by just a little bit, right? Like it does look really symmetrical, but they do look like it's like it does not uniform with the rest of the piece. That's just, it's like,
I agree.
Let me show you guys this, because this was offered to me pre-COVID. And what am I? Stop sharing. Am I not sharing right now? Oh, I am. My bad. So this was offered to me pre-COVID.
There we go. Yeah.
And this is such a great watch. Like, there's no loom on it. You see here from the hands, no loom. They have the white gold numerals here, and they just all throughout on the you got the roulette wheel that goes around it. It's really an awesome watch, a bare bone watch, but it pops so hard in person. I think it's such a cool watch. I would love it if they kind of did that same thing with the Wimbledon, where it's just green numerals all the way around. Instead of the numbers, they had the roulette wheel that goes around it. I think it would just be so perfect if they did that.
I admit I like having loom on my watch. I admit I actually enjoy having the loom on my watch. I find it useful. So not having any loom is slightly.
So how do you guys feel about the PCLs on the Datejust? Does it bother you at all?
It's so new that it doesn't bother me yet, but I think it could at some point bother me.
Yeah, since I got a couple of scratches, and the scratches just like freak me out.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so about it.
You know what? I agree. The scratches suck.
Minor hairline scratches. Like, what do you guys use for minor polishing? We're talking not.
I don't do any.
I don't do anything. I don't touch it. I don't touch it.
I cry for 48 hours.
Yeah, I take it to the shower and I cry like a man. I don't let my wife see that. Exactly. It's just your wife is like, "Are you okay in there, Kurt?"
Fetal position.
Shut up.
Fetal position on the ground and just like my poor watch. Exactly.
So, you agree? Do not polish your watch, right?
No, don't.
This is coming from the man himself. He's telling you, don't polish your watch.
Yeah, I just recently found out that people do like occasionally polish watches, but you almost always want Rolex to do it, or you want somebody who does Rolex to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
it's kind of.
What do you guys consider polishing watches? Like,
I considered it.
What do you mean, like taking the cloth that they use, the Cape Cod, and just kind of rubbing it a little bit on the bracelet to fix it up?
Like the solution that they sell.
Tasso, just letting you know, your mic level is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, it's really, really tough to understand.
Yeah, I'm on an iPad.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. We'll set you up one of these days.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. I think scratches, you're going to get them, especially on the clasp. It's one of those things you just roll with it. You know what I mean? It's like, screw it. It is what it is.
Yeah. You'll go to sell it and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's a bracelet. You wore it."
That's right.
No, so this is the thing, and this is what annoys me with the market as it stands right now. Like, people are shocked. That's like, what? You wear your watch? Like, how can you?
Yeah, like what? How dare you?
Yeah, and like they're expecting the watch to be perfect and like no scratches at all. It's like, this isn't a safe queen. This is, I wear this watch.
Scratches are like notches on your bedpost. The more, the better. Yes, sir. I hate this line though when they're saying scratches are character.
They are in a way because you wore it. It's got experience.
I guess, but at the same time, I'm not actively looking to add scratches to my watch.
No,
if I can avoid it, big time.
But if it happens, it happens. What are you gonna do? Cry?
Yeah, exactly.
I open my car door. It's the watch touches the metal of the door. It's gonna scratch it. It just is.
I sold that watch you showed, Rolex, the blue one.
The Zero? Yeah.
Months ago. And then the guy calls me the day after. He goes, "You forgot something." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I gave you a Rolex bag. I gave you everything." He says, "No, I didn't get that set of stickers." I go, "What fucking stickers?"
Oh, the stickers that go on the watch?
The stickers that protect. I go, "Dude, we don't do that. ADs remove them all. It's called Styx, STYX.com. Buy them there for $70 US or Canadian."
Would you add that to your watch?
Hell no. He's going to wear it with stickers? Really? This guy did. This guy, he said he's going to order it.
I
That's
actually
what I give
freaked
it to
out. I freaked out the first time I bought my watch and I saw the AD lady take off the stickers. I was like, "What are you doing?" I didn't know that they had
It's the
to
rule.
do that.
Oh,
Or
it's
the rule.
in 2018. It wasn't the rule. They
No.
actually offered to take. Would you like me to take them off? And they said, no, can you leave them for now? And I'm like, okay, some people do, but I would suggest you take them off eventually. And they let me walk out with the watch fully stickered. Of course, at
You're
the time,
lucky. That doesn't happen today.
I was able to take off my own stickers, but I took them all off. Of course.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you get the ones with like bezel covers on them? I know, like I've bought aftermarket stuff or like gray market Rolex, and
I'm
they
pretty
come
sure
with
I
bezel
have
covers.
I have a bezel cover in my package. I'm pretty sure I have a bezel cover.
I must
Yeah,
have
they give you
50, 60 of them. I buy them in our dealer forum, in the groups. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive. Like €5, maybe €4 if you buy 20 of them, plus shipping.
Yeah.
In Europe and Asia, you'll notice in like Trusted Mondani or Buzzify that I belong to, and that thing costs like fucking $320 a month to be a member. They don't sell the watch except for watch and card. You got to buy the box, hand tag, booklets, bezel covers separate. That's another scam. And they're going for about $200 to $250 US for a full set. And it depends. That's a small or medium. You want a large box? Huh. You want an extra large, the Daytona or the Platinum Day comes? It's like 450 euros. They make a lot of money on this, on all the swag and all the bells and whistles that the watch should come with, right? But they sell you the card with the watch. That's it.
Someone's telling me that the medallions that the Speedmaster comes with, the 1863 and the 1861 Speedmaster comes with, are selling for like crazy money because the new packages are tiny, right? Like
they're not as good. They're not as good.
Yeah, the used one was like a carry-on, and now they're like. So yeah, I saw that like all the extras are like.
I hated the old package. I thought it was ridiculous.
It's kind of clown college.
There was no room for it. I had to put it under my bed. It was crazy. Like it's a mummy.
Yeah, mine's hiding back there somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, Tim had a big thing on an Omega collectible 50th anniversary, and the guy was selling the watch $1,000 below list, the AD, an actual AD, $1,000 below list, but no box. Well, the box comes with the loop, the tools, the extra strap. He was only getting the card, the watch. He wasn't. I don't think he was getting the patch because it comes with a patch.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't getting the hang tags because it comes with 2 Omega.
Yeah.
So, and they were saying, well, what do you think? Well, he's getting a new box. I go, yeah, but the 50th anniversary has to come with that wooden box. You pick up the watch top and the tools and the loops are down there and the extra strap. He wasn't getting that. And I checked because they were asking me. It's about 3,000 euros.
Oh,
the box. Complete, without the watch, obviously, and without the card.
Oh, and those straps are really expensive too. I mean, some
when
of
you
those
buy,
straps.
when you buy from Omega, or at least I do, I want like 2 to 3 NATO straps thrown in for free. If I'm paying full retail, you're going to give me all the fixings. 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. I really like the Omega NATOs. I actually prefer the Tudor ones. The Tudor ones are awesome. I don't know what they do. It's like the Tudor like straps, the NATO straps that you can buy. God, or some of the watches ship with them. It's like this is what Rolex would have done if they had NATO straps. Like they're just awesome.
Interesting.
But they're like $200.
So I didn't watch that video that Paul Thorpe put out talking about the AD that was selling watches, over retail. Did anybody watch that yet?
Yeah.
So what was
he got busted?
What was the rundown on it?
He got busted trying to sell for 8,000 more than retail.
Did they get in trouble, the company?
They will once it gets to Rolex's ears, which I'm sure it already has. They're taking their precautions. They're going to shut him down.
They'll take away his license pretty much immediately, huh? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because they signed that they cannot sell it above list price. They can't ship it, meaning they can't sell it to a non-dealer. They can't sell it they can't remove the stickers and sell it as used because Tourneau will take a watch. Anthony Wexler, one of the sons, I know, I worked with him. He took the stickers off, put on the watch, The Daytona, the 11.6. Which one did he have? The white dial or the black dial? An older Daytona, pre-ceramic. He wore it for an hour, took it off, put it, and instead of $97.50, put a price tag of $13,000. They're not allowed, but the Wexler to know is huge or was, and so now they're owned by Bucherer. So
let me ask you guys something. If an AD reached out to you and told you they would sell you, a hard to get stainless steel model, but they're selling it at gray market prices, they're doing a back deal with you, would you do it?
No,
depends on what price.
Exactly. So if they're going to sell you, let's say, a Daytona, and what are they going for? 30 on David SW? What, 30, 31?
What? You're off.
It depends on the piece.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that was 35. I think.
Box papers, everything.
Yeah.
Black goes up to 35. White is now reaching close to 40.
Let's
That's
use
what I'm
35. Yeah.
35, yeah. So let's say that they're going to offer you a black for 35. Would
No. No.
you wouldn't?
Not from an AD, no way.
If
Maybe.
they offer it to me at 30 or 28, because the list is 14, 15, I would. As a
No, but
dealer, I'd either flip. I wouldn't flip that to another dealer. I'd sell it to a private.
Now, what would you get? Would you get the box, papers,
You get
everything?
all- yes.
You get everything. Yeah, then I'm sure I would go halfway.
I think I would consider it if they were like, if it's the AD that I know and he's like, listen, I'm going to do this to hook you up, but you got to pay
But the way it's going to be done, though, Rolex, is going to be cash on the difference.
cash.
They will not take a payment on no PayPal, no credit card, nothing.
For a Daytona, I would do it. I'd be like, all right, let's do
You
it.
have to give them a bunch of cash plus put on the credit card the rest.
Yeah. I'd be like, retail on the credit card, I'll give you straight cash. I don't care. I would do it for a black dial Daytona, no question. That's my grail watch. If I can get anything.
Same. That's the same here.
Black dial Daytona. I think it's so, I don't know why. I just think it's such a cool looking watch, a black dial Daytona. Yeah. So Perth is saying that the AD is getting straight red carded. That's pretty nuts.
That means he's out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done. Let's see here. Do AD sell to gray market dealers legit?
Yes.
Stefano on if he's comfortable to talk about it.
I am, even though I'm not a big dealer. Like I'm a decent sized dealer for what I do, even though I'm an architect by trade by day. But a guy like Roman walks into an AD that he knows. He says, "I have a fucking $1 million check. What are you selling me?" And he's gonna sell him some dead heaps that don't sell at 10, 12% off. But he will give him. He goes, "I'll spend the million, but I want a Pepsi, I want a root beer, I want a." He dictates how, because no dealer's just going to sell $1 million in one shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they
Gray
market.
market.
And
Yeah, the gray
Roman is
market
one of
is
the
kind
very few that does it that way. One of the very few. Watch Eric doesn't have the money or the buying power. Who else is big? Probably Bonetta. Bonetta's probably as big as Roman, but he's not exposed as much, right?
There's a few gray dealers that don't give you the card with your watch,
That's
which I
right.
never understood,
That's
because
right.
the serial number is still traceable. So I just don't understand why they hold back the
I
card.
would. I would
not-
AuthenticWatches.com does that.
Do not. Who?
authentic.
AuthenticWatches.com. If you buy a Rolex from
You don't
AuthenticWatches.com,
want to know
they
about
hold
that
back the
fucker.
card.
You don't want to know about that fighter.
We kind of do actually.
Do not.
Yeah, I
Do
would.
not buy a
Yes.
watch from him. Do not buy a watch from him. That's all I'm going to say.
Tell
And
us
try call
allegedly.
me for the hype. If you call, they're going to say the girl's going to answer because he has a setup like call center. Oh, we don't have it at this time, but we can take a deposit and we'll get it for you. Do not do it.
But he's one of those that won't ship the card with the watch
No,
because he's
and
protecting.
he'll show every model because he does what Roman and what everybody back then in the day. They just copy every model. And, yeah, you have it. No, I don't have it. And you got to be careful.
I don't
'cause you
under-
have two pieces.
I don't
though.
understand why they hold back the card, because the card doesn't matter. I walked
Because he
into the
doesn't have
Rolex
the
service
card.
center in
He doesn't
Manila.
have it back. He doesn't have it.
Really?
That's why.
The card's not necessary though. I walked into the Rolex service center in Manila and had them fix a screw that kept backing out on me.
Yeah.
Like on the spot service. It's right across the street from.
You didn't have to
Greenville
show the
Mall.
card.
They
You
run
didn't
your
have to show the
serial
card?
number.
No.
They know. They run the serial number.
No.
They know when
I
you
mean,
got
they know it's a real
all
watch.
the watches.
They know when that
Perth
watch
is
was
saying-
put into service. I mean, I'm
Perth is
sure
saying
Rolex
an
has a
80
computer system.
Perth is saying an AD I know still holds cards in Perth. They hold cards on all Daytonas and GMT models.
That's
Why?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
because
they
it
hold
affects
for-
the resale value, or at least
They
it
do
should.
not give it to you. They hold it for 6 months to make sure you're not flipping it.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Try to flip a brand new watch. As a dealer, Roman, Eric, Nico, myself were like, well, it's a brand new fucking watch. Where's the card? You bought it, right? You're a flipper. You went in, you bought it, you got lucky, you want to sell it to me. Where's the card? Now dealers are holding them for 6 months. Some
That's
dealers
insane.
choose that. But again, if
Hey,
you're
man.
at the Rolex, that's not
Going on.
allowed. When you buy the watch brand new,
Hang out backstage, but
you're
he'll bring
supposed to get everything.
Oh, no worries.
Quick draw.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Yeah, and, no, so so I noticed because the stream cam is pointed in this direction that there was and I did this too. All of a sudden, I don't know what it is, but there's like a blockage maybe in my saliva gland. But if you can see, it's like swollen right there. I don't know, man.
What do you think,
Anyway,
or something?
no, I don't think it's mumps. I've been vaccinated, but the lady told me like suck on some hard candies. Sometimes like you
Jolly
get like
Rancher, baby.
you
Jolly
get like
Rancher.
you get like a stone in
Yep.
there, and it'll like clog up your saliva gland. So
Wait, you went to the doctors?
no, I just called the ER real quick to see if she's like, if you're not running a fever, don't worry about coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tell you the same thing. I get like swollen lymph nodes here all the time sometimes, and they go, "Do you have a fever?" And I go, "No," and they're like, "You're fine."
Yeah, no, this isn't. It's the saliva gland. It's like behind my jaw. It's freaking huge right now.
Yeah.
Kids gave me a lemon head.
Nice.
Nice. Good stuff.
Best sickness ever. Anyway,
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
how's it going, guys? What are you up to?
Good. We're just talking about the inner workings of the gray watch industry, which is very
Oh,
interesting.
well, Stefano, he knows everything.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Agreed.
Well, you know a lot more than us when it comes to
Well,
gray market stuff. So
It's no big deal, guys. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm honored, blessed, and lucky to have good contacts. I mean, I don't know, Roman. I've known him for a couple of years now, and we do great business. Him and Nico are the only people and Eric. I have to say, Eric too is a gentleman. I'll ship the watch. They can pay me when they get it. I know my money's secured. They'll put the wire in my account. I'm not worried. Any other dealer? Sorry. What? You want it? Like TPG.
Yeah.
Before all this shit happened, TPG reached out. He says, oh, because he was part of Mondani Group, trusted dealers, until they threw him out. He says, oh, I see you have a Platinum Daytona. I go, how do you know? I didn't advertise. I put in a private chat among dealers that I trust. He goes, I'll take it. I go, all right, that's the price. He goes, okay, ship the watch. I go, send the bank wire. I'll ship you the watch. He goes, I'm the timepiece. I couldn't give two fucking rats' asses.
Are you serious?
Unless your name is Roman or Eric,
Yeah.
you know Nico then. I said, you ain't getting the watch before I get paid. So he goes, okay, I'll get back to you. So I send me the invite. Send the invoice, the email, the banking information. A day passes by. I'm not holding on to it. I go, any news? I texted him. He reneged. He didn't do nothing. So I said, fuck him. Roman,
wow.
he goes, do you still got that? I go, yeah, I'll ship it out to you. I know you want it. So I shipped it to Roman. He got it. 4 weeks later, the vagabond vintage boy of Buff Boy's partner says, hey, you have an extra Daytona? I hear one coming in, because I posted it, incoming, Plutona Diamond Dial.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, but your boy, Buff Boy didn't, your partner, I call him like that, your partner, Buff Boy, didn't want to, so why would you reach out to me again? He goes, well, just ship the watch, we'll pay you. I go, I'll tell you once and for all, fuck you, don't lose my number. And then 2 weeks later, this shit happened, they knocked him off the chat rooms, he's not allowed to buy or sell, he's not on the chat anymore, so like,
he
why would you told me, you reneged the first time, and now you're reneging on the, it's okay, I sold it to Roman.
So TPG really is like a scumbag then.
Well, he never fucked me out of money, but I wasn't going to send him the watch and test him. Let's put it that way.
Man, that's hilarious.
That'd be a big one to test. Hey, Stefano, let me ask you something, and if you don't want to talk about it, you know, or
yes, sir.
Privately, certainly. I'm fed up with Vegas ADs, right? And I'm a collector. I could prove it. I could bring my whole, Rolex roll in.
Everybody talks about you. You're a great guy.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for, in your experience, and maybe you don't want to mention them live on the air because you have a relationship, and maybe you being a dealer, you don't want to mention that you have a good relationship with an AD. But if there's anybody that you would recommend, within sort of my geographic area that I could start building a relationship with, I'm only 47, so I hope I'm going to be around for another 47 years anyway. I'm done with Vegas. I just sold a house here actually. I had 2 houses here. I'm down to 1 house, and I'm just done with Vegas as far as the Rolex market goes. In fact, I bought my Vacheron. I don't know if you know this, but Vacheron has an e-boutique now. They will sell you a watch over the phone.
Yep.
And that's no bullshit. If you think I'm full of shit, call Vacheron and ask.
I know the manager of the new boutique in New York, Lonnie. I sent the captain and Tim were gonna go, and JJ. I said to ask for her, mention my name, and if she could do something, because she offered me the new Tourbillon. I didn't like it, and I'm not gonna buy something that I don't like or just to flip, because the Tourbillon, why would I want to park $140,000 and sit on it? I can buy so many other watches that I can roll like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. So my question is, is there an AD that you would
I can recommend to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Vegas, so obviously LA, San Francisco, so anywhere. California's easy, but 1 hop from Vegas. I mean, the problem is my travel is before COVID, 99% outside of the U.S. But anybody within 1 hop, I mean, I fly all the time, so.
I don't know. I'm more stronger connections in New York because I lived there most of my life. But if you travel internationally, I know ADs in Greece, in Italy, in Spain, in the Philippines, because you said Manila before.
I lived there for 12 years. I spent 15 years in Southeast Asia. 12.
I lived in Hong Kong for 8.5, but I also lived in the Philippines for 5-6 months. But I went there 10 times a year because I have friends like family. I grew up. My best friend is a Secret Service agent in Vegas. Was Nevada. He was the answer for all of Nevada, and he just retired. And so
the Rolex Service Center across from Greenbelt Mall in Manila. They fixed me on the spot. I mean, that's unheard of in America. If you need a service, and it wasn't a service, it was a screw that kept backing on. I could have gotten some Loctite.
Well, they're very hospitable people, the Filipinos.
Yeah.
You're a pute, so they give you more respect than the Filipino that would walk in. So,
yeah.
And it was just a screw.
There was a lot of people. There's a lot of watches in the Philippines, man. It's amazing. Yeah. I know a guy that is a watch dealer over there, and he buys everything. But yeah, it's crazy.
The biggest non-AD private seller, like gray market, is Benjamin Yap from the Yap family.
Okay, I know a few Yaps.
Yeah, he's in the his little shop is in the Shangri-La Makati.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's upstairs.
That's closed right now. The Makati Shangri-La is closed right now.
Yeah,
can you believe that?
Right?
I hope it's renovations. I don't know. Who knows what's going on there?
That's
where I stay when I go there.
Let's do some of these chats. So Jeff Johnson, hey guys, I'm looking to add a new one to the collection, and I'm really connected with the Breitling Avenger 43. What's a reasonable AD discount to look for? Forgive me for Breitling, but I like the watch.
I love Breitling as well.
Breitling.
There's nothing wrong with Breitling.
There's a bunch of Breitling love up in here, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Breitling.
Let me see.
I own 5 myself, personal, that I do not sell my watches.
Snobs don't like Breitling. There's nothing wrong with Breitling.
Okay. I gotta say it like this. Depends on the dealer, depends on the AD, if they're gonna give you a discount. Because for some, their Breitling is their main line, let's say, next to other things they might carry. If you want to get a Breitling at a discount, even through gray market, they're discounted. So I don't think you would have a problem finding at least 25% off. 20, 25, almost any gray market sells it that way.
What are these selling for brand new?
Well, I don't know the list price on that model.
Let's go ahead and take a look.
That must be from the new series.
Yeah, those look newer.
So it's like about
close to 5.
3K.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Oh, they're in stock for $4,000, so 39.
Okay.
What's the list? Okay, so 4,000. So figure you're gonna pick up that watch for, I don't know, I'd say you might not pick it up for $300, but about $3,200. And now don't forget all the tax issues with the United States. There's only a few states that you can have the watch shipped tax-free.
Yeah.
And you got to have an address there. And some dealers, they'll say, we won't take, like, you can call up and join. Give them your driver's license because of security, because of 9/11. Here's my driver's license. You sign off. You accept packages. But some dealers won't send it. They'll check the address. If it's a mail center or a shipping shop, they won't accept that address. Delaware is the easiest one, I think. Get a box, pay like $120, $130 a year, and have whatever watch you want shipped there. Because Lonnie, the manager at the Vacheron boutique in Manhattan that just opened, she goes, you know how to save the tax? Just give me a Delaware address. I don't care, even it's a shipping shop.
Oh,
I said, okay, Lonnie, I'll let you know. And I looked into it. Tomorrow's a holiday for us, but I'm going to call and join up and get a box there. That's a big savings, man. On $100 grand, $8,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Just on taxes.
The only other thing I'd like to add for the Breitling 43s is some of the bracelets are super, super shiny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you don't like too much bling, if you want to have it like more, I don't know, subdued, I'd go with titanium. Anything Avenger related, I'd go titanium.
How does that titanium material fare over time, though? Does it tarnish?
It's not the highest grade. It does get banged around, but it's easier to polish. Like it won't dent though. It won't dent. It just gets scuffed a lot easier, I think, than steel.
Let's see here. So from Perth Luxury, the new IWC Hulk green dial pilot watches will take off. Trust me. I use Hop Shop Go as my U.S. freight forwarded. Interesting.
Well, he's in Australia, so.
Yeah. IWC Hulk green dial pilot. I wonder if I can pull it up. Oh.
And the good thing, Horology, if you buy from Philippines, you use your U.S. passport, you fill out all the paperwork, 6 months, 7 months later, you'll get the tax back.
Yeah.
Because I'm
a permanent resident over there. I'd have to leave that. I'm a permanent resident over there. I'd have to convene. I have a business there. I've got like 150 employees there. I'd have to permanently, or I'd have to conveniently leave that part out of it.
Name or your kid's name.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I mean, I don't know. I never really tried to smooth the ADs there because there's, I mean, the horological culture in the Philippines is pretty strong for it being what it is. As I'm sure you know, there's a lot of watch people over there
because of the families in Makati. I own a condo in Wak-Wak in Mandaluyong. I have a condo I bought many years ago.
Yeah,
because my best friends, my brotherly friends are Filipinos, right? So you can't buy it. I can't buy it, but I bought under his name because he's a Filipino. You have to be a Filipino or married to one to own land or a place, right? So I bought that a long time ago, and it's nice.
I'm going to drop, folks. I want to wish everyone a good evening.
Love you all.
Have a good night.
OVO, nice to meet you. All right.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah,
let us know what happens with the AD in case you come back with a.
Yeah, I'm probably going to come back. I'm going to come back with nothing, but at least want to at least stoke the relationship a little bit.
There you go.
So, yeah, exactly.
We're going to cut it short in a little bit, but I do want to take a look at this watch that Perth brought up here. So it's a IWC chronograph with a green dial.
Yeah, it's a pilot. It's like the Le Petit Prince.
This is a great watch.
It is.
But isn't this like an $8,000 piece?
Yep.
Yeah, $7,200.
Yep.
Very expensive. Very expensive. Very big. How does IWC
43 millimeters? It doesn't sit that big.
Yeah. What does a watch like this do on the secondhand market? If you buy it brand new, are you just taking a bath if you ever need to sell it?
Not really a bath, but you won't get as much as you would other big luxury brands.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends if the watch is hot. That's another thing. Right now, if you guys see the focus, it went from blue to green. Everybody's doing green, and green's the hottest thing.
Yeah, wasn't blue hot like 4 or 5 years ago? It was like the
3-year run blue. Now it's green.
Crazy.
Well, you got Patek, you got Autumn AP, you got even IWC's doing it, Rolex is doing it. Green is green is green. Green's the new blue, they say.
So, quick thing: if let's say, some of these like the Holy Trinity, some of their their stock were to come back.
Yeah.
Would you guys still keep the relationships that you guys have with your current ADs and still buy from them if some of their stock came back, like some desirable pieces?
Well, if you keep your relationship, like everybody says, they call, Ari calls them every couple. It's just to be able, even if they come back in stock, they will be going down off their VIP list.
Mm-hmm.
So if you supported them when they had nothing, like I was surprised the other gentleman that was on before says he bought a Tag Heuer, he bought a Breitling, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's
really shocking. To
That's
get
really
the right watch, that's shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you buy 3, and I don't want to say non-desirable, but 3 mid
Non-Rolex.
if you buy 3 non-Rolexes from one place and they aren't selling you an OP, he should have gotten a Batman for that type of purchase history for sure. They should have sold him a Batman on the spot.
Well, yeah, but the AD's going to tell you, hey, I have another guy who spent $500,000 or spent $800,000. I couldn't get it from him. They go for the high, and if you buy jewelry, they make 300% profit.
Yeah.
They don't. Nobody Rolex. They only make. They don't even make 32 anymore. I think they make 27.5% on the sports. You make 32% on a Prezi on a day.
That's insane.
Right. This whole thing, it kind of disgusts me, like how the ADs go about
Yeah.
their customers. I'm thinking like if things were to get back to normal, I wouldn't even buy from the ADs here. I would probably go somewhere that's tax free or go to the Bahamas and get my pieces, because
The only difference there is you'll save the taxes, but if you get caught coming in customs, the watch will cost you as much, if not more, than buying it direct from somebody
100%.
in the States.
They'll get you on the customs, man.
Yeah, they will.
yeah, I kind of lied to them when I got mine. I was like, they were like,
I like
They're
your
like, "Do you have
T-shirt.
Yeah.
I got a real Filipino here.
Hi there.
Oh, she's shy now, of course.
Pinay, halika na.
Come say, he's speaking Tagalog to you. She can't hear you though. Say hi.
Kumusta?
Hi.
Hi. That's
She
sweet.
just came to check on me. She wanted to know what I was doing in here.
Oh my god.
Just hanging out with the boys right now.
That was
Probably surprised not to see any porn on the screen. I
oh
don't know.
my
No,
god.
no point. Watching na lang.
Tim wants the link. Let's stay on for a little bit longer while Tim hangs out.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't go too long tonight, guys. Don't expect a 3-hour stream out
How
of.
come you don't have
An hour and a half. Yeah,
You
something
don't
like
have super
Most.
chats yet?
I'm not monetized yet. I have like 90 something subscribers.
Oh,
that.
You need to get to 1,000 before you can start getting monetized.
that's the only way to get monetized with 1,000 viewers?
Something like that. Yeah, Tim was telling me about it, but
Oh wow!
I'm gonna set up.
1,000.
I'm gonna set up my
1,000.
page.
Yeah,
Something like that.
1,000 subs and like 5,000 hours view or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, so it's one or the other.
No, it's both.
Oh, it has to be both together.
Yeah.
5,000 hours.
But
5,000.
if you do enough of these though, it's
Yeah. If you do not, what if you just put a live stream on quick and you fuck off and you leave?
Yeah,
the
I just
money
go to
on?
sleep. Just go pass out.
Does that matter?
I mean it's 5,000 hours viewed by 2 eyeballs. Like so,
Oh.
each person that views it counts as
Right.
a
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
So it's multiplicative or whatever you want to call it.
400,000 watched hours. That's what Perth says. Because I don't think Perth is.
400,000.
That's wrong. It's 400.
That's
Who cares?
ridiculous.
Who cares? 4,000 watched hours.
4,000
Ah,
watch
there we go.
hours.
4,000.
Okay.
Okay. Not
Kurt's gonna watch this on repeat. Yeah, everybody. Tell everybody to watch my stream so I can start getting monetized up in this.
Okay.
That would really piss off Archie if I get monetized too. Oh, that would be great. He would hate that so much. Yeah.
But yeah, Urology, I can hook you up in Manila if you want. If you
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, I probably won't be going there for a while, but
or LA.
and you-
I'll
and-
reach out to somebody I know. I'll reach out
LA
to-
would be great. LA would be great. I have to go down there next week actually.
Stefan,
I
I
can
wish-
go down there anytime.
I wish I hit you up then if I knew you had connections in LA because I was.
But I know dealers that have connections there that I'm very tight with, so I can say, hey, flip me your guy. I have a friend of mine looking to buy one. and not.
I'm not expecting a Platona, or anything. I'm just, I'll do business with them.
No,
everything I say will be 100% true. I'll never find my watch on the gray market. You know what I mean? Maybe that pretty lady that just was in here will sell them 50 years from now, but I will never put them on the gray market. So.
Yeah. Stefano, what do you think is like a doable stainless steel model to get from an AD? If, let's say, Cam was like, yeah, I want to get a sports model from an AD, what would you say? Nothing, huh?
No, I wouldn't say nothing, but I'll say it's easier to get your watch, get an Air King, or an Explorer 1. I think those are the easier ones. They just are becoming harder than even the Explorer 1 or the Air King.
Really?
But now with the Air King climbing slowly, because it's about 1,000, 1,200 over list now, that's going to be harder. And Wimbledon, you're very lucky. I got one maybe 6 months ago. I had a customer who wanted it, and my AD called. She says, "Oh, I have a Wimbledon now. I go, let me see what it looks like." And she showed me, and I bought it. And,
damn.
And I only bought it just to build my relationship with her so I can get better pieces.
Yeah.
She's also a Langansone dealer. And when I asked for a Zeitwerk, she says, I can't. I can't with you because Langa says I have to see 2 other ones, history, before I can get on the list for a Zeitwerk. I wanted the platinum one. I had a customer who wanted a platinum. Actually, no, I had Roman wanted it for a customer. And I said, Roman, I'll try because I've got him other Langas for him. So, but
just the Zeitwerk or the Zeitwerk striking time?
Striking time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
so to confirm,
it's weird. Sometimes you get lucky, man, and sometimes you don't.
Damn, everybody wants to jump on right now. We're gonna go for maybe like 30 more minutes.
Let me go. Get somebody else on to share. Guys, nice to meet you.
I'm gonna jump out too, guys.
See you guys tomorrow. Good luck.
AD.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks, Stefan. Thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate it.
Take care.
So to confirm with you guys, at your local ADs.
Hey, Corbs.
I'm gonna bounce, guys. Have a good night.
All right, later. We're all again.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for
Cheers,
coming on.
guys.
Man.
Have a good one. See you again. I'm sure.
Thank you.
To confirm with you guys, at your local ADs, do they have like a case with all the watches in them?
Nope.
There's a couple of different
empty,
ones.
not even Cellini's.
Yeah, there's just like lady watches. Yeah, that's all they got.
Because at my AD, they have at the mirrors, they have all the like Submariners, GMTs, Air Kings, the Tiffany OP. They have the Yacht Masters.
Did you see what the times were set at?
Yeah. Is there no movements in them?
Are they at
no?
10
They're fully working. They're just like display ones. Like that's what they're rolling out for now at mirrors. So you get to try on.
Do they have the card that says exhibition only?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ovo. I missed. Where are you located?
Atlanta.
Exactly. Oh, you're down in Georgia. Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, they haven't done that yet in California. They don't have display watches yet, or at least not Meyer. What about in the Bay, Cars and Chrono?
What's that? Sorry, jumping in here, guys.
Do they have display watches yet at the ADs?
No way, dude. No way. Not at all.
Headphones.
You hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
Tim, do they have display watches in New York? Where you
display only watches? No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
What part of New York are you from?
The ones that we have don't change.
Brooklyn.
Oh, Perth Luxury. Are you at the AD?
Hey. I'm at a different AD today.
Oh, the
actually better. The FP Jour, they actually have fake display models, so they're bogus. They don't
Did you have to kick someone to put me on?
No, dude, you're good.
Okay. Sorry, cousin Chrono.
No, buddy. We're only gonna go.
That's all right.
We're only going for another 20 more minutes. It's a school night, guys. I got to get up early.
Okay, no problem.
Jim Wright is here. Yeah, I forgot you're Tim's evil brother with his beard.
Oh, I already packed up the orange headphones. I'm sending them to Kelly.
Really?
Because, Stefano paid me the money. He bought the headphones from me, plus shipping.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send them. So to send them to Kelly's husband because he does like impression of Archie.
Yes.
Really?
What are you guys were talking about? Sorry.
I don't know. What were we talking about? Watches, stuff like that. Stefano was giving us the rundown on the gray market, industry.
The trends.
All the tricks of the trade. I think he's run into Anthony a few times in the past.
I was just gonna ask him about a watch because there's a friend here. He needs to sell a watch, but it looks like he's gone. Carson Corona, when's the watch coming?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's hopefully this week, man. So we got to figure out a time.
Exciting.
What are you getting? Is that a secret? Is it a secret?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, for the folks.
Okay. I can tell it's not a Rolex. Like, I'm not expecting a Submariner from you.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's not a Rolex. So
yeah,
I'll give you at least a Rolex.
Well, it's not the
1 second.
The new Tourbillon that's only 30 pieces from Lange.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think you guys know my collecting style, so I'll be curious.
Yeah. No,
I have mentioned it on past streams, by the way, what I was looking for.
You mentioned it, right?
Yeah, on some of the streams, yeah. Hey, by the way, Ovo, nice to meet you, man. I think it's the first time.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, dude, man. I was watching you on Archie, man. It was very uncomfortable just seeing you sit there.
I know, right?
I was like, damn, man.
Also, my impression of Archie was pretty brutal. I have to apologize to QAM. I was just trying to play Archie to the best of my ability.
Oh, Lolix, you've seen my send up of Archie, the sinking the boot in video.
Which one? What do you mean?
Tim knows about it. So this is when Archie had one of his recent incidents.
Breakdown.
So on JJ's advice, I cropped like a 2-minute clip and I put it to clown music.
Okay.
And Tim knows all about it. It's truly epic. I'll send you the link later.
Do that. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, he but it's all in good fun. Nothing too up.
Whoa!
Solo layout here.
Lolix
bands. Love it, dude. That's awesome.
Wow.
I got them in Rolex colors.
This is next level stuff. Bring it up. No, bring it up.
Yeah,
I don't even know how these shoes work. Look at this. They're see-through.
The green screen is kind of screwing.
Next level stuff. This is the future, guys. Welcome to the future.
I texted a picture to my essay at my AD, and she flat out just sent back all these laughing emojis and said, "If I could give you a Daytona prize for the best shoes, I would."
Yeah, if only that would get you a Daytona, right?
Yeah, I see my green screen, by the way. Tim, you got to get Archie's background for your image, bro. I think that would be fucking hilarious if you had basically his exact image behind you, man.
Damn. Yeah.
And like have different versions of the background with different sponsors on the fridge. See, you can rotate them through.
Oh my god. Yeah, but it's all in good fun, though. You know what I mean? Like, there's no real beef going on.
Exactly.
Just all of us messing around. It's not a big deal.
I reckon one day when Lolex is on Tim's stream, and if Archie's watching, or better still, if Archie's joined the stream, use the green screen background that has only Lolex, please, on the fridge.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This green screen situation that looks pretty freaking cool. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out how to do that. Well, we're gonna wrap up.
You really need LEDs though to really make it work.
Well, we're gonna wrap here a little early today, guys. We've done about like an hour and 14 minutes, but I just want to say thank you for everybody that came on.
No problem.
Quick Draw.
Thanks for having us on.
Cam, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Just really quickly, is Perth Luxury going to keep the torch of the live stream burning?
I will.
Good. Start it out.
Keep it going. Throw the link in the chat here so people can come through.
26 lads.
It really is 24 hours, huh? Jeez.
I mean, come on, man. I can only do so much. I do an hour.
See the monsters you created.
I don't want to take watch hours away from you, Lolex.
Buddy, no. I mean, I could do, on the weekends, I could probably do some long ones, but during the week, it's just like, I could only probably do about an hour and a half max.
Dude, people are crapping on. Was it Ovo or Cam? What do you go by the way?
It's OVO Cam.
OVO Cam.
Cameron.
Yeah. People are really loving your fan, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my
I know,
god.
it's literally we're just looking at a fan.
So everyone got their different backgrounds. I got the LEDs. The Quick Draw got his infinity black void. Where's the black void? Why
Yeah,
don't
where's
we get the black
Void
void
at?
today?
I can turn the light off. Is that what you want? To do?
Because that's usually the
I need to
void.
set
He's
up-
just in space.
I need to set up like a background type of situation because mine is
Yes.
mine's not working.
Not
And there it
acceptable,
is.
Lolex.
Now
There
There
we
it
go.
is. Now we're in the
Void.
black hole.
Very nice.
Nice. Well,
Carson
thank
Krohn,
you
okay.
everybody. Thank you everybody for coming on. If you guys want to keep the party going, head on over to Perth Luxury Stream. Perth, you're going to throw the link in the chat.
Yep. Just give us 2 seconds. I'm just bringing it up now.
2 seconds.
Just put it in StreamYard.
Yeah, dude. Quick Draw's hanging out in the Blair Witch Project right now.
I got crazy
Quick Draw,
lights.
man. You know, Quick Draw's got
Whoa.
bodies hidden somewhere.
Oh, man.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got
It's
it.
it's
I
in
got
it's in the
kids in
private
barely
chat,
double
Lolex.
digits.
It's in the
Gotta
what?
be
Someone
a
will
good
need
example.
you'll need to get a mod to drop it, Lolex, because I'm not a mod, so links won't show up.
Let me add you.
Ooh.
Buddy. I'll add you.
Make Perth a mod. What about? Am I Marco? Am I
Yeah, should I be
Marco?
Marcos? I
Oh, I am.
became a Marco again on Archie's stream. We made it
Yeah,
happen.
you have to make Kurt meta certified a Marco.
Uh-huh.
He's a legend.
I'll add.
Who else
Oh,
is there?
of course. So
Yeah.
again, everybody,
Caliber.
I'm gonna
I
do
think
that.
Caliber is a cool guy.
Tim
Jeff
is-
Johnson, welcome to the stream. Steve C. Wow.
How do I do that?
Haven't s-
Do I have to open
Steve
another?
C. Oh, and Cooler Fin. You have to open it on YouTube. YouTube. Open yourself on YouTube.
Hold
On the tubes.
Let me do that. Okay.
Cousin
just gonna-
Corona, what's going on over there on the West Coast? What's the watch market?
The watch market, oh man, you know how it is, man. But these days, though, I've been trying to cool my heels, man, on acquisition. Just trying to make the most of the collection right now, you know. Oh yeah, I took that dive in the platinum.
Yes! Yes!
cool.
I loved it. That
I
was
got so much
legendary.
crap for that, though.
Harry Kane level.
I loved it. That's beautiful. That was
awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, I
Made
think
my day. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
didn't expect it. I thought, oh, that's a Submariner coming up out of the water. Platinum! Damn!
I will tell you though, Tim, like I did test it though, just to make sure. I know it's 300 meters, but I put it like in a little pitcher, see if there were any bubbles. I was like, all right, I think we're good. I just did a full dive.
Okay.
So, yeah. No,
Hey,
it works.
trust,
It's still
but
tasty.
verify.
Yeah, that's right.
Trust but verify.
Although
How's the weight on that
Yeah.
thing?
it would have screwed it up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, it has to be. It has to be solid. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that man.
Is it really heavy?
The Daytona, yeah, it's got some weight to it. But I mean, after a while, you don't even really notice it. But yeah, you definitely. My first pick, it's probably one of the heavier pieces. I think the only one close was the double split. The long
Yeah,
one.
it's a pretty piece. The first time I saw it, I was on vacation. There's like these two guys at the pool. They have matching Platonas that they got from the AD out there.
Wow.
They're able to get like the coolest pieces from the AD in the Bahamas. I don't know how they're able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it was interesting when I got this. Literally a couple weeks later, another AD said they had one, and I could have picked it up at retail, but I already have one. I don't usually flip these things, but seeing where they went, I should have pulled the
should
trigger.
have just snatched it. Yeah. Who fucking knew? I've seen one of those at my AD. I actually tried it on. I made a little video of it that I have somewhere in the archive. It's heavy piece.
But the blue,
Yeah.
I mean, when you see the blue is
Ooh,
very different depending on the lighting.
And the
gorgeous. The
bezel
brown.
too.
Yeah, the brown is
Sometimes it looks
brown.
black and sometimes it looks brown.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
Nice.
it's got
That's
some
stunning.
decent
piece.
weight to it. Yeah,
It's really undercover. That's why I love it. Like, it's so undercover. I mean, completely unassuming. But whew, that's power. Yeah, I saw when I was in Barcelona. I think you probably heard this story. But when I went hiking to Montserrat, there's like it's up the mountain all the way at the top, and there was a guy hiking with the Platona. And I had a little nice, I had a little talk with him. Apparently, he drove to meet his son. He drove all the way from Zurich to Barcelona, and it was like their day off, and they went up the mountain. He's like, man, I wish I brought a different watch.
I guess after a day of hiking, man, that would definitely.
Yeah, it was hot too.
How come they don't like list the prices of those watches on the Rolex website? I never understood that, like the platinum Rolexes.
After a certain amount, I guess they're just like, we're not even gonna list it because it's 74,000. I think last time I saw it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's up
at retail.
Yeah, I think it's up to 77, 78 was the last time I think they were listening for. But yeah, I will say though, for anyone that do own these Daytonas, it definitely is waterproof, man. So just make sure, man. I double checked all the crowns and tighten the crap out of them before you jump in.
Do you guys all swim with your watches?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah.
I do not check.
I never swim with my watch. I don't even go in the shower. My watch.
No, the shower is different. You don't want to get the soap and the.
I feel bad. I think Perth is.
Where's
streaming.
Perth?
Perth is streaming right now. Or no, he's going to start in a minute. He's going to start.
Oh wait! I'm going to drop the link. Wait! I'm going. Oh, you can drop the link for Perth.
It's already.
Got to. Did you drop the link?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, okay, very good.
I just dropped
it. I can't see it. I can't see it. Oh, okay. Wait, was this it?
It's there.
Okay, very good, very good.
Very good, brothers. Well, thank you again for everybody stopping by. I really appreciate it. Cars and Chrono, quick draw, OVO Camp, and right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys.
Good job, everybody.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna do these more regularly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it tight.
Yeah.
Hour 30, hour. It's gonna be good. I can't keep up with Tim and these young bloods out here.
You got to ease your way into that, man. You got to ease
no stress.
You guys are
no stress.
Too much for me. So we're gonna keep it light and fun. But thank you guys so much for dropping by. I'm gonna put a schedule together.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great night. Bye.
All right, you
Very
too,
cool.
man.